Morning, word of the day, 17 March 2026, Tuesday of the fourth week of Lent. Reading of the day, a reading from the book of Ezekiel. The angel brought me Ezekiel back to the entrance of the temple of the Lord. I saw water flowing out from beneath the threshold of the temple toward the east. For the facades of the temple toward the east, the water flowed down from the right side of the temple, south of the altar. He led me outside by the north gate and around to the outer gate facing the east, where I saw water trickling from the right side. Then, when he had walked up to the east with a measuring crow in his hand, he measured up 1,000 cubits and had me wade through the water, which were ankle deep. He measured up another 1,000, and once more had me wade through the water, which was now knee deep. Again he measured up 1,000 and had me weigh. The water was up to my waist. Once more he measured up 1,000, but there was now a river through which I could not weigh, for the water had risen so high. I had become a river that could not be crossed except by swimming. He asked me, "Have you seen this, son of man?" Then he brought me to the bank of the river where he had me sit. Along the bank of the river, I saw very many trees on both sides. He said to me, "This water flow into the eastern district down, open the Arapah and empties into the sea. The salt waters which it makes fresh whenever the river flows. Every sort of living creature that can multiply shall live, and there shall be abundant fish. For whenever this water comes, the sea shall be made fresh. Along both banks of the river, fruit trees of every kind shall grow. Their leaves shall not fade, not their fruit fail. Every month they shall bear fresh fruit, for they shall be watered by the flow from the sanctuary. Their fruit shall serve for food, and their leaves for medicine." The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Gospel of the day from the Gospel according to John 5:1-16. Dear Lord, glory to you. There was a feast of Jews, and Jesus went up to Jerusalem. Now there is in Jerusalem at a strip gate, a pool called in Hebrew Bethesda, with 5 porticoes. In these lay a large number of ill, blind, lame, and crippled. One man was there who had been ill for 38 years. When Jesus saw him lying there and knew that he had been ill for a long time, he said to him, "Do you want to be well?" The sick man answered him, "Sir, I have no one to put me into the pool when the water is stirred. While I am on my way, someone else gets down there before me." Jesus said to him, "Rise, take up your mat and walk." Immediately the man became well, took up his mat and walked. Now that day was a Sabbath. So the Jews said to the man who was cured, "Is it the Sabbath, and is it lawful for you to carry your mat?" He answered them, "The man who made me well told me, 'Take up your mat and walk.'" They asked him, "Who is the man who told you, 'Take it up and walk'?" The man who was healed did not know who it was, for Jesus had slipped away, since there was a crowd there. After this, Jesus found him in the temple area and said to him, "Look, you are well, do not sin anymore, so that nothing worse may happen to you." The man went and told the Jew that Jesus was the one who had made him well. Therefore the Jew began to persecute Jesus because he did this on the Sabbath. The word of the Lord. Praise to you, O Lord. Reflection. 17 March 2026, 2 days of the 4th week of Lent. Saint Patrick Bishop. John 5:1-3, 5-16. Kindling hope. Afterward, Jesus found the man in the temple and said to him, "See, you are well again. Stop singing, and something worse may happen to you." John 5:14. Reflection. Along the 5 porticoes beside the pool of Bethesda. Many sick people with various illnesses lay waiting to enter the water first whenever it was stirred, hoping to be healed. Among them was a man who had been ill for 38 years. Although he was not completely paralyzed, he had remained there for a very long time. It seemed that he had been abandoned by others. There was no one to help him get into the pool, and he himself had no means to save himself. Thus he lay there in hopeless resignation. Fortunately, Jesus saw him and healed him. Later, Jesus met him again and gave him a serious warning. Do not sin anymore, or something worse may happen to you. Invitation. Jesus' reminder reveals several important things. First, the man's illness likely had its origin in sin. Remaining in sin for a long time can make a person lose hope and become unwilling to rise up and abandon it. When Jesus says stop sinning, he wants to heal the root of the problem, not only the physical illness, but also the soul. Lent is a favorable time for repentance. Jesus' command, rise, take up your mat and work, is an invitation for us to cooperate with God's ray, to convert, and to begin anew with determination. Live in the world, visit and encourage an elderly person or someone who is sick, especially a brother or sister who has grown spiritually distant. Prayer, Lord, please heal the paralysis in our soul. Help us care for others and rekindle hope in those who are sorrowful and discouraged. Amen. Thank you for listening.